Ruthless knockouts find their way etched in the memory of all. While exhilarating for us to see, it's the most devastating strikes that leave fighters lifeless in the ring.
Back to the center they go. Knee inside is great grappling skills.
Oh, he rocked it.
Get ready to witness brutality as we delve into the UFC's fencing response knockouts. Trust me, you don't want to miss this. Aljamain Funkmaster Sterling versus Marlon Magic Moraes. A formidable Aljamain Sterling isn't called the Funkmaster for nothing. This vicious wrestler is known for his sneaky grappling skills that force weak opponents to tap out for freedom. Being caged in his arms and feet is a one-way ticket to danger zone.
Easily finished for Sterling. Very strong on the back, very strong with his mount as well. And this is tight, he got it!
But a beastly magician had a more jaw-dropping trick than playing with cards to show us. It sent the Funkmaster's soul out of his body in seconds. Claiming the championship title win by disqualification rewrote UFC history for the Funkmaster Aljamain. But while it took an illegal knee to the head to gain his win, another magic-induced one brutally ending his title charge just a year later. In 2017, American fans witnessed the Octagon's devastating explosion of a scary knee by the Brazilian terror Marlon Moraes, which worked really well against Aljamain Sterling. It was nothing short of a display of savagery, an unbelievably stone-cold hit. Aljamain, the Funkmaster, dropped dead to the beat of Marlon's knee.
Spins out of it. Back to the center they go.
That brain-rattling magic knee slew the Funkmaster. He must have been taking lessons from Tony Jaa. Diego Ferrera versus Michael the Menace Johnson. Dishing out cruel knockouts is just Michael Johnson's forte. This earned him the nickname The Menace, crushing fighters like a piece of cake with his bulldozer fist. A tough, crafty fighter who has cured many insomniacs. But his threatening presence meant nothing in front of the Brazilian badass Diego Ferrera, as he served him a piece of humble pie instead. The frightening force with which Diego's fist connected with Michael's jaw left the Menace a harmless being on the ground.
He's looking to counter. There you go.
Oh!
The skull-trembling blow to the head took Michael to Emerald City in no time. Diego finished with another nasty hit to the head, even though his first fist had gotten the job done to Michael's lifeless body. It was nap time for him.
Overhand right. Diego Ferrera sleeps him.
If you thought that was a crazily insane hit, wait till you see how the American bully Ricardo Lamas got schooled by Josh Emmett in UFC Fight Night. Lawler versus Dos Anjos. Josh, the Fighting Falmer Emmett versus Ricardo the Bully Lamas. Inheriting the name of a powerful elven race, Josh Emmett, also known as the Fighting Falmer, has lived up to his name, displaying cruelty in the ring by putting his opponents out like the cold-hearted warrior he is, gaining 18 wins and just 4 losses.
I was in his corner, busy tell him to pass the guard there, pushes Emmett back for oh, look at that power!
Ricardo Lamas proved to be a hard nut to crack as he danced around the ring looking for an opportunity to end Josh. Lamas heated the match with low kicks and knees to Josh, who tried to stay out of the way while maintaining an impeccable balance. Yet the bully Ricardo Lamas pressed forward. However, that decision had bad consequences. Lamas's kick wasn't fatal enough to stop Josh, who countered with a left hook that made Ricardo disconnect from reality mid-air.
So at least statistically has been the more efficient striker. Down and out goes Lamas!
The bully fell to the ground like that was where he belonged. Alas, someone put him in his place. Steven Ocho Peterson versus Martin El Toro Bravo. Speaking of devastating knockouts, Steven Peterson took us all to Wonderland with one hell of a show he put on to silence the great El Toro. When you expect a show of ruthlessness, Ocho is just your man. This beast feasts on his opponents faster than Vlad Dracula without the need of fangs. And Martin Bravo was one of his unfortunate victims. UFC 159 Mexico, Steven Peterson collided with the ferocious Martin Bravo, who isn't some ordinary opponent in the octagon ring. Known for his insane submission skills and skull-shattering hits, Martin has bagged 13 wins. But Peterson proved to be a tougher beast in front of the crowd with the most sensational move of the night. While Bravo made it through the first round, Peterson made sure he wasn't going to let that happen in the second. Gaining centrifugal force with each degree of turn, Peterson demolished Bravo with one devastating touch. This vicious monster managed to truly pull off a staggering act with a jaw-dropping spinning back fist.
So far, both of them look really good. Big spinning back fist!
Peterson didn't stop the assault. He had fun dribbling his opponent's head on the canvas before the referee could stop him. He left Aztec quickly sailing to his native shores before hitting the canvas. Martin El Toro Bravo versus Humberto Bandenay. Nothing is more humiliating than a first loss. It's an awful memory that sends a blow to one's ego. Martin Bravo had his share dished out to him ruthlessly by the Peruvian monster Humberto. Martin was just another pawn in the hands of the mighty Humberto, the humbling king who ruled with declaring knockout finishes on his contenders. Missing a head kick didn't stop Humberto from pressing forward at Martin, patiently waiting for the perfect moment to strike him down to the ground. Martin returned the kick, but it didn't have enough striking force to take Humberto to the ground.
Bravo tá de short verde, olha o chute alto agora do Bandenay. O Bravo também responde.
With less than 30 seconds left of the first round, Humberto left a massive knee imprint on the face of Martin, who was looking for another opportunity to hit Bandenay. Instead, his jaw was brutally welcomed by a strike that sent him out cold mid-air.
Our Team Bravo, the Ultimate Fighter Latin America winner, and he won that title right here in Mexico City and Bandenay!
Tyson Nam versus Zaruk the Lion Adashev. The great Tyson Nam is the fighter who keeps distributing sleeping pills like a badass vending machine. He's had 21 wins, with 13 of them by knocking the consciousness from the brains of his opponents. Facing Zaruk was just another display of brutality for this dude. Starting the match was Zaruk Adashev, pressing forward with punching flurries at Tyson. But never underestimate what can happen in just seconds. Seconds of precision and mind-blowing striking power that forces the brain and skull to collide. Even though Zaruk was guarding with his arms up, Tyson found a chink in the armor and made his move. Just 32 seconds into the match, Tyson Nam stunned us all with an incredible hit that left Zaruk